Happy Tuesday, June the 13th. I should know that. Today is my son Daniel, or as he's otherwise known as Wolfie Smoke. It's his 16th birthday. So we've been celebrating birthday all day, well, actually all weekend, because that's how we do it in our culture. People celebrate birthdays over and over again. So last year, interesting, Daniel was decided in his mind that he wanted to become a writer, a professional writer. So he did that. He last year, isn't that amazing in our culture, just how we do things, and maybe some of our kids are doing things even ahead of us. But last year he decided that before his 15th birthday, he would publish his first book. So Sea of Trees, a children's adventure book about the relationship of two boys, got kidnapping and all kind of fun stuff going on in it. It's really a well-written book. And, you kind of feel ashamed to say that, but, I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting it to be so well done and intriguing that I kind of wanted to get to the next chapter. But it was just, so his book, I think it's on sale on Kindle. He's got it as a freebie thing out there right now because he's working on his second book, which is a lot more involved, a lot more detailed, kind of a young adult kind of thing going on. So, but as we watch kids and we watch what they're doing, it's always fun to watch them learn and see them act and do things that maybe we didn't always do, or maybe you did, but maybe not me. So in other words, we have a lot to learn there. That was totally random, except just to tell you about, hey, it's June 13th, and that led me down that trail. One of the questions we keep getting is about our DVDs versus our online courses. Now, I had promised to show you the online courses, but unfortunately, I can't show them to you on this type of Facebook Live setup, but I will get that figured out. We'll do a video or something. But we have put all of our DVD material for the algebra, the geometry, the algebra 2 with trig, and the calculus, and the calling and career planning course. We've put the entire set of DVDs all the entire set of courses online. And so you can find them online at AskDrCallahan.com, or just AskDrCallahan.com will take you to them. You buy them on AskDrCallahan.com. So here's an issue. I'm looking for feedback. Okay, so that's what I really wanted to share today. Our DVDs, we now ship DVDs in the cases, and I don't have any around with me without having to walk off. But we ship, so a course is going to have 6 to 8 DVDs in each course. And so, invariably what happens is the parents, we get these DVD courses, we put them in DVD players. Invariably, you got the issues that we've always had with DVDs. As my wife always said, DVDs is a terrible technology because of a little scratch, because of all these kind of things. DVD readers don't always do what we expect them to do. But besides that, they sometimes get lost. So we've had families, they gave away their old DVD player and it had the math DVD in it. They lost it and it got scratched. Sometimes suspicious stories from parents about how it got scratched. We've at least had one person say their dog didn't necessarily eat it and ingest it, but their dog did mangle the DVD. But we have lots of people with lost DVDs, or they don't run, or they don't do anything, because that's just what DVDs are. It's an antiquated technology now, or at least I feel that way. So we decided some time ago to start streaming. Got a little bit of, some people didn't really want us to, and some people that buy our products in other countries, some stream better than DVDs, others need DVDs, but our issue was to try to, how do you deliver better service? How do we get you the videos now? How can we change a video on the fly? How can we, if there's a video about a chapter and we need to supplement it with another video that explains something that maybe wasn't clear, or that we noticed lots of the students are having a trouble working a problem, how can we insert that video in there on the fly as we need to? And sometimes as these books, and we change these books, and they change they don't change the content of them, but sometimes they change a little bit of the wording, and just getting clarity on those kind of things. We can't do that on a DVD. So that's been frustrating to us that we have to kind of package up. We get emails from people all over the world about, hey, we got this problem. Johnny and Susie can't do this. And, we respond to them in email, Facebook sometimes, very rarely Facebook, but sometimes even by phone. We'll get on the phone with them or do some videos for them. But it's frustrating. It's frustrating to us, and there's a little bit of a turnaround time getting that done sometimes. So we wanted to do a better service and provide streaming. Now, here comes the issue. We initially were going to do the streaming as an annual fee or a monthly fee. And some of the customers have come back that have looked at that, have packaged that up and said, we want the DVDs because I want to be able to take the DVDs, and stick them on the shelf and know that they were there when Susie's younger sibling comes up and gets ready to do them. Sounds awesome. We kind of feel the same way. And so we started looking at what makes DVDs what makes online streaming frustrating. We already knew what made DVDs frustrating. We have the same problem with DVDs. We destroy them. Somehow they get lost. Somehow you've got a package you can't keep. Well, I've already been through all that. What was wrong with streaming? So we're looking at some services out there that charge these big, annual fees for it. And then they're slow to get you turned on. They're slow to, some of them have what they lock you in. You can't do to lesson 3 until you complete lesson 1 and 2. And they have this very regimented process. You can't even go on and see what's in it. I hate that. There's some reasons for that on some of these services. But I don't like that. When I buy courses, I like to be able to dive in. I buy lots of courses, not necessarily in math, and we do at the university. We're doing courses constantly on the web. Sorry, somebody's texting me about I have to pick up somebody at the airport. We're doing courses constantly with the university on the web, and we don't do that. I mean, there's some things we turn on and turn off at different times, but it's just frustrating to people if you do, and if they sense that you're doing it, they give you some slack, or they give you some flack, not slack. So what we want to do is provide something that once you're in the course, you have complete access. We would like to provide something that doesn't turn off at the end of the year, so that you have an online streaming course, and at the end of the year, you still have the online streaming course. So we don't have it set up that way right now, but we're about to flip it that way. I mean, if you bought it today, we would fix it, but that's what we're going to do, is make it just a lifetime membership. Then there's the issue, though, as the course progresses, if your son or daughter is going through the course and they can put progress bar, they can mark this lesson is complete and they can move forward. And then, so we would need to reset that. So probably, and this is what we were just talking about today, probably what we're moving to is a lifetime access for our online streaming service course. We are going to be doing something like maybe a reset fee, a sibling reset fee, so we can reset everything back to the beginning. Some small fee just to do that. Because that takes manual intervention. But what we're hoping to do, though, with the online courses is build in quizzes. We don't have that done yet, but that's some of the things that we cannot do in the DVD system. Right now in DVD system, you buy the course, and you also buy a test booklet, and you buy all these things, and then it's up to mom and dad or somehow you got to figure out how to get the grading done. Now, we give you a grading guide. We do make that a little easier for you, but boy, would we not like it just to be hands off to where the system graded it for us. That's what we're working on right now. We're at least playing with it. Is we're going to build into these online streaming courses where you can do the lesson and take the quiz. Don't have that yet, but that's where we want to work for. But if somebody owns the online course, that just is going to be built in, and we're going to grow that as we grow it. The other thing about the online streaming course, like I said, we want to be able to go on, and if there's a problem that every student is having, or when we create new content, and Cassidy, who will be on here Thursday, she's constantly creating experiments and new content as she tutors and works with students in various math courses. She's constantly creating new content, and we want to take those pieces of content and slap them in there. Again, in DVDs we can't. So we think that we can provide you a much better solution to your math at your home, in some school systems that buy our system, and we're talking to some of them about doing streaming too. We can provide you a lot more by streaming the product to you and giving you a lot more growth opportunities as we grow and do some things that allow you some flexibility. So what I would like to hear is, what do you want? What do you want from your streaming services? DVDs, right now you can buy on DVDs and you can buy streaming. If you're listening to this video and you're in the homeschool world, you've bought it all. You've bought the books, you've bought the DVDs, you bought the CDs. Some of you have been doing it long enough to buy cassettes, and heck, maybe we all know, maybe they were once on 8-track. I have no idea. But you've done it. You've bought all this. You've bought streaming. I kind of want to hear pros and cons. What do you like? What don't you like? I mean, you can shoot us an email, comment here on Facebook, anything. We're just looking for, what is it that frustrates you? What would you like to see? What was a win? We're really just opening it up to ask questions to everyone. We'll be sending out emails on the same subject too. But hey, this is such a great forum that you guys can provide us some feedback. So looking forward to hearing from you. You can either post here, you can hit us and just answer that question directly at support at AskDrCallahan.com. You can get us on here on the Facebook page. I think I just said that. Anywhere in the Facebook page, or comment, privately comment, whatever makes sense to you. So that enough. Looking for feedback on the DVDs. So Cassidy will be here with you. I think she's doing this Tuesday at 3 o'clock. Forgive me for not knowing that perfectly, but Tuesday at 3 o'clock on 2 o'clock on Thursday on Central Standard Time, or Central Time, whatever time zone or whatever summertime thing we're in now. But on Thursday at 2 o'clock, she will be here, and I believe she's going to be talking about something about from the book Magic of Thinking Big. It's going to be interesting, and not going to be talking about the algebra stuff specifically, but she might surprise me about what she's jumping into. Thanks for visiting. Thanks for hanging out with us, and we will see you guys next week.